All right. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for 2026. Let's just jump right into it. Let's do a little quick cleanse. Again, please excuse my baby in the background living her best life. Just gotta support her. That's the best thing I can do as a mom. Yeah, let's just jump right. Oops. Let's just jump right into it. So, Taurus, for 2026, we have education. So there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be learning, a lot of insights. You may even be going to school or going back to school. If you're in school, definitely you may be graduating and finishing some sort of course next year. 35 is reduced to 8. 8 is all about changes. So through you learning, you're going to be changing. And that in itself is beautiful. So I'm going to do month by month. And we're just going to figure out big things or themes that you need to know for each month. Just going to get right into it. Enough of the chit chat, right? All right, Taurus, 2026. Let's see. You have the Hierophant, the Emperor, Jesus, the Empress, whoa, 7 of Cups. Whoa, so straight out the gate, Taurus, you just on it. You have the Devil, the Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. At the back of the deck, you have the 9 of Cups. So overall, so far, what I'm seeing, 2026 is going to be, like I said, a big change. You have a lot of new beginnings that's going to be coming in for you. I see when it comes to like business and money, you're going to be on it. You might even be getting married, or you may be going to a wedding. But it's going to be an overall very fulfilling year for you with the 9 of Cups. Wow. So yeah, you could be getting married, or you could be enrolling yourself. I know there are courses that start in January that last for like January to June. You can do September to June, August to June, or you can do January to June. So some people, some of you may be starting courses in January and finishing it in June or September or whenever. So for January, we have the Hierophant. Let's see. Wow. You may be learning that actions have consequences. So you're learning something, obviously. In January, Taurus, you're learning that your actions have consequences. You're learning that not making a choice is making a choice. And you're learning that not making the right choices can lead to more instability than making choices, because the more choices you make, the more clearer you can see. So you can say, if I did this, it didn't work out, well, I know to do this now. And if I did that, then I know, okay, that worked for me. I can continue with that. And when something comes up, I can try this and add it to it now, So it's like you're learning, you have choices. Mixing and matching is something that is very important for you. The 5th of January can be an important date for you. February. February, you're standing in your power. You're taking back control. You could be taking back control from someone that you may have been seeking answers from, and they just can't give you. Someone that just couldn't give you closure. This could be an ex, or this can be a feminine energy, or someone around you that's just very aggressive, very in your business, very want to tell you what to do, very annoying. Taurus, very annoying, a very annoying feminine energy. You're taking back control of your life, and you're seeing things really differently. March. Came back out again. The 10th of March can be very important. The 3rd of March, the 10th of March, the 4th of February, and the 5th of January. Those can be important dates so far. Yeah. Things are changing. You're going to be in your soft girl, soft boy era by March, Taurus, because you're standing in your power in the Empress energy. Empress is Taurus and Libra, it's Venus. So you're definitely going to be standing in your energy, standing in your vibe. You have good fortune coming to you in March, Taurus. You're in a very peaceful state. You're in a very abundant state as well, is what I'm seeing, where you're reaping where you've sowed. And it's like you're having key defining moments where you're making waves, and you're also giving in and releasing and allowing things to unfold as they need to. Whew, yeah. For April, you're going to be seeing through illusions and looking at real options that you have. You're going to be making decisions to invest in places that you can gain a profit from. Could be in finances. I'm also getting you're going to be investing in people where it can be more of an equal give and take than I just pour into you and I wonder if I'll get back. I'm not sure if I'll get anything back, but I hope I'll get something back. It's pretty straightforward. The 20th of April can be an important date. Yeah. May. You have the devil. The 12th of May, the 15th of May can be important. There is a feminine energy that you are going to be tied to, that you're going to be trying to untie yourself. This girl is running for the hills. She's like, I don't know, but I'm running. You know, so the Queen of Swords in reverse could be an ex, could be, it's a feminine energy. It's someone that's very rude, very bitter, very toxic. This is someone that's making you feel very restricted, very trapped. Someone may try to trap you in May, so be very careful. This is someone that you're friends with or that you're not going to be friends with anymore, or you were friends with. Be very careful, Taurus. They may try to trap you. You may run from this person because they're very toxic. Could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, or a Pisces. I just felt the need to say that. I haven't really been calling signs, but take it how it resonates. It could be, you'll know better than I will, more than just a sign, a zodiac sign, and who this person is. They're going to be very obvious with their intentions. June, you have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be pouring into yourself. The 3rd, the 8th of June could be very important. The Empress is out here again. So you're going to be pouring into yourself. A lot of things are going to be coming in to the limelight. You're going to have to be releasing, doing a lot of soul searching and purging. And if you have any maternal, so mother wounds, that's going to be coming to the surface, and it's going to be called for you in June to work on it. I'm also getting you maybe trying to reconcile with a mother figure or the mother of your child. In June, you may try to reconcile with them because maybe that's where your heart lies. What about July? Pause. Taurus, we need to talk about this for 2 seconds. Why? Please, tell me. Why are there so much toxic feminine energies here? You have the Empress in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse. Someone wants to work with you, but I don't think you're going to want to be working with them because this person has a lack of empathy. They're very emotionally manipulative. They're very victim. They have a hard time coping with things. They're very insecure, very skittish person. And you're in your King of Pentacles energy for July. I know July is like Cancer season, but come on. I ain't even getting into that. August. The 21st of August can be important. You're in a very passionate energy. And though a lot of things has not been working out for you so far for the year, Taurus, like certain things, like the year starts off very good for you, and then it takes a dive, and it could be because of people that you have around you that could be hindering. You're still in a very passionate energy. You're still refusing to give in. You still want to be the last one standing. And it's so sad because it's like you're still making the effort, still taking the initiative, still doing what you feel called to do. But, and this is a but, you are 1000%, and I'll say 1,000, you are 1000% fighting the good fight. Okay. September. Finally, the truth. Taurus, this is a heavy reading. The truth is coming in September. In September, you have truth, you have clarity, you have balance. You're finally balancing yourself out in September. Three of Pentacles, things that you've been working towards and investing in is finally paying off. I feel like that wake-up call that you got in April was to let you know in advance. I'm getting like a dream, like I'm getting very dream vibes. Like pay attention to all of your dreams for 2026. Your dreams in 2026 are telling you what you need to know. And that is your wake-up call. That is the universe smacking you upside the head and letting you know, hey, this person isn't good for you. Hey, you need to invest in this. Hey, you need to take a step back from that. And it's up to you if you want to do it. Page of Pentacles, October. You're finally seeing things a lot clearer and being able to balance yourself and stabilize yourself in September, October. Okay. Yeah, October, yeah. October, you're letting go. Page of Pentacles. You could be having a serious conversation. You could be making an offer. You could be receiving an offer. In October, you're finally releasing the past, making peace with yourself and those around you, and coming to some sort of much needed resolve. This journey that you're going to be on for 2026, you're doing the Lord's work. You're going to have a testimony by the end of the year, Taurus. I could bet you that. November. Oh boy, this Queen of Wands is going to be coming back. Three of Cups in reverse at the back of the deck. This Queen of Wands that came in February, they're coming back again in November, and it's because they're not happy. They may be acting like they're happy, but they're not. And I'll tell you right now, this person is fine as hell. This person seems like they got it together, the baddest of the baddies. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. It's all of illusion. This person is really good on illusions. All they got is the looks. That's it. They're good at looking the part. That's it. This person is not happy. This person comes from a dysfunctional home, and this person cannot give you what you're looking for. You're not gonna get it. If leave this person alone. Just leave him alone. That's the biggest message for November. Leave this person alone. December. I feel like, yeah, in December, you're going to be doing reflection again as the year ends, Taurus. You're going to be seeing where you came from, things you went through, how it affected you, and how you allowed yourself to be controlled by people. You know, you might just be dating, throwing it in rotation. That's what all these people could be about, throwing it in rotation. And it's like there's just one person that lights you up, you know? Yeah, you fight the good fight for 2026. Clarifying the Nine of Cups is the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands. You fought the good fight, and that's gonna make you happy. That's what's gonna make you happy, no matter whatever you had going on. The 9th of September and the 1st of November. Just gonna put those dates out there. I forgot to say them. You fought the good fight, Taurus. You a bull. They knocked you bucked. It's like I said, you could have been thrown in rotation with different partners for the year. Yeah. But in the meantime, between time, it's like, yeah, you fought a good fight. I ain't even finna. There's gonna be a lot of betrayal. People are not gonna be who you think they are. And pay attention to your dreams. I'll say this again because your dreams are gonna tell you everything you need to know. I'm gonna bring this back up because it came to me. You see this little stalk, bird thingy? That? Anytime you see one of those, depending on where you live, where you stay, it's going to tell you everything you need to know. That little bird right there. When you see that bird, you could refer back to this reading, or you may remember this reading, or whatever. It's whatever. But that little bird, your spirit guide trying to warn you, that's a no-no. This person, if you out with someone and you see that bird, enjoy the rest of the moment with that person and ghost them. Ghost them. Ghost them. All right, so I'm gonna clean up your spread, and then we're gonna jump into the oracle card. So be back in a sec. All right, and we're back with the oracle cards. I cleaned up the table. You didn't need to be here for that. So we have some what's the tea, and then we have some spill the tea, where we're gonna be getting some advice for each message. So you have screenshot, getting evidence, proof, facts. You have comic friends, can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You have moving, into you, good chemistry, great vibes, positive. So you may have a lot of people that you're into. You might be moving from one person to another, or one relationship to another. But you're going to have like some friends around you. You're just going to have some people around you that's always going to be coming to you, giving you information and stuff. It's like if you're into someone that's around you is gonna like some people around you don't want to see you happy. They may be keeping you close. Like you may be seeing these people as friends, but they're not your friends. I'm hearing like a mom talking to like they ain't your little friends. They're not your friend. There's gonna be a lot of moving or transitioning that you're gonna be doing in 2026. You're gonna have a lot of great chemistry with people. It's gonna be like a lot of good vibes for most of 2026, but they ain't your friends. They ain't your friends. And spirit saying it too. You can't trust them. And you're gonna get proof. So for screenshot, you have overthinking thoughts and emotions are tangled up, leading to overthinking. You're gonna feel like you need some proof or evidence, and spirit finna send it to you. Same day prime delivery. Spirit is gonna send that information to you. The comic friends, you have new perspective. Someone helps you see things from a new perspective. So you're gonna have someone that may be joining your social circle that's gonna be revealing to you these people around you, and I feel like that's what that overthinking and proof, whatever proof this have, they're gonna hit you in your head because you can't believe Taurus, you can't believe it. You have uncovered truth. Uncovering evidence will change your view on things. Oh yeah, that's the truth. 2026 is the year of the truth for you, Taurus. And then for into, you have shared experiences. Shared experiences deepen the bond between you and others. So somebody you're into, you're gonna have a lot of experiences with, or you could have went through a lot with this person. So it's gonna make it a lot easier. Just gonna throw this out there. Try not to trauma bond because it's very easy to trauma bond with people and get emotionally attached. Right? Right. You're thinking we're in love and you're not. You're just bonded. Thanks. You got coffin, thoughts, false person, courthouse. So I'm gonna read this in two ways. You may find out somebody passed away, or you're gonna be thinking about someone that passed. You're gonna find out some sort of information about someone that passed, and you're gonna get the information is gonna come legally. Is what I'm getting. You're gonna get some legal information about someone that passed away. I'm also getting a relationship with you and someone is going to come to an end. You may be getting a divorce from someone, but a relationship with you and someone may be coming to an end because you're going to be finding out that they're not who you think. Hey. Hi. Thanks. You're not going to be fine. Jojo. Hey. You're not going to be finding out who they are. Okay? You're going to be finding out who they are, but not who you think they are. And I think that's what I was saying in the tarot with the deceit and the trickery. They're not who you think they are. They ain't your friend. they ain't your friend. So the number 19, 16, 8, 23 could be very important. Moving on. We have mature woman, work, past life, brunette female. Okay. You could be a female or you could be meeting a female through work. It's gonna be like deja vu. You may have known this person from somewhere, sometime. Or this is the person that's gonna be helping you see things a lot differently. But it's work. You're gonna meet this person through work. Or this through your work, their work, both of you works at a conference, something. Alright? I hit who I really am from you. They who you think they are. Excuse me. Can I have that? Can I have that? Can I have that? Thanks. This person ain't who you think they are. I'm so attracted to you. Oh, Jesus. Try not to let attraction get in the way of what's really going on. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Someone wants your forgiveness. It's up to you. We're incompatible. There's no chemistry in this connection. You're simply too different to make this work. It's better to cut your losses now before either one of you gets too attached. Ooh. You have followed the passion. Let your body move you. It's okay to get... Really? It's okay to get wrapped up in the feeling, to be driven by passion, give into it. So sorry for my baby. She's living her best life. And then you have, I've moved on. They've found someone else, and there's no chance of rekindling this relationship. The best thing for you to do now is to move on to... Ooh, I'm... Listen. Somebody finna spin the block. I think you're gonna find out that you were not compatible with someone. It was just passion. So you're gonna end up moving on, and when you move on, because it's like different, they're gonna be like, "Oh, how dare you?" And they're wanting you to forgive them, but... And I think that's that vibe that I was getting, where it's like you date this one and that doesn't work, you date that one and that one doesn't, and then your heart brings you back to someone who you really feel that... I tell you, I saw something with marriage. I don't know if you're getting married, somebody's gonna show up to your marriage. You got not unsuccessful plans. Yoke, feeling tied down and frustrated. That's what I was feeling throughout this reading. Frustrated. Great worry over nothing. Spirit is saying you're worrying over nothing. You're feeling tied down. Release yourself. Like, don't... Things are not gonna work out the way you want them to, but just chill, relax. January. What did I say? January is gonna be like the oof month for you, Taurus. So anyway, that was your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your year, your time. Peace and blessings to you. Bye bye.